Steak, I'd say, is primarily a story about someone who doesn't really know how to reach out for help. At this time during my life, I had just moved out of college and moved into my own place for the first time ever. I was in this place where suddenly I had to make the decisions and I didn't really know what to do. And at first, I kind of felt myself withdrawing from people and not seeking out that help that I knew that I could use.
It's a story about someone who doesn't know how to ask for help or how to reach out to others. And that's something that I really understand, as an only child. I think I'm just very used to going off and figuring things out on my own. But for me and like this character, it can be to our detriment.
I know that when people keep information like that from you, they're trying to protect you, but you can't help somebody who doesn't want help.
When I graduated high school, I did a short film about werewolves and about this person gradually turning into a werewolf over the course of the movie. And Steak is, a film about this woman who's gradually turning into a vampire over the course of the movie. So I kind of did, I guess, the opposite. Do someone gradually turning into a vampire, but I wanted to make it a lot more stylized.
It was really fun putting in fake teeth because we used like some high chew. We were eating so many high chews on set, favorite snack on set. And so we would put some high chew in the teeth and then kind of stick them on, and they would just got to be really creative on set on like how we experiment with that. I remember specifically creating, or I think it was Evan, created a cone with like a bit of a straw that came out of Tori, and it looked like there was blood oozing out of her head. Oh, that was so sick. So that was really cool.
We had this like funnel apparatus that we had to stage very specifically and pour Hershey's hot chocolate. No, Hershey's chocolate syrup in it and have it slowly work its way through those tubes and finally start cooling. And I remember by the end of that day, I was like, I am good on chocolate syrup for a second, because it was like the smell really got to you, and then it's like in my hair. So we had to save that shot for last, but it was kind of a funny, last bang to leave it on.
Since it was black and white, I didn't really have to worry about the color of the blood. I was wondering the entire time, I was like, how are we gonna do blood for when Hannah has to put the blood in her mouth? And one of my friends was like, oh, why not just use chocolate syrup? Because it's gonna be black and white, and it looked perfectly fine. You can't even tell that it was chocolate syrup instead of blood. And obviously for the vial, for when it was going into her vein, we used blood for the consistency. But for when it was on the floor and like in her mouth, that was all chocolate syrup. Cleaning was
I would hope people know that whether it's a phenomenon like vampirism or just human nature in day-to-day life, things happen, and all you can do is try to communicate and be honest with the people who are in your life, and that it's normal and you're not alone and everybody struggles.
After college, I felt like I had lost this sense of structure, kind of lost this sense of direction even. And for a minute there, I wasn't sure what to do. And that's from that kind of headspace is where I wrote Steak. But now, 2 years out from that date, I feel like I've found, through the help of my friends and through reaching out and asking for help, I have found that sense of direction and purpose again. And I am excited to see where these next 2 years take me as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.